But until then, let's talk about politics and silly nonsense. We have this story from the Daily Mail. He would never do such a thing. Trump posts photo of Ron DeSantis as a teacher allegedly partying with high school girls as he ramps up attacks on Republican rival. You see, now I understand what's going on. Now I understand. Someone said to me, why is it that so much fighting is happening right now on the right? Why, the Steven Crowder Daily Wire thing was the biggest version of this. Now you have this. It's primary season for the GOP. Republicans are going to go to war. And then, you know what I really love about this is when Donald Trump called Ted Cruz lying Ted. And then afterwards, the Trump supporters called him Lion Ted, like roar lion, like excellent 180-degree thing. Now that we've decided who's the alpha of the GOP and going to lead it, and it's Trump, now we can all set aside all our differences. So take a look at this image. Donald Trump says, no way. Dong Chan Lee says Ron DeSantis was having a drink party with students when he was a high school teacher. Having drinks with underage girls and cuddling with them certainly looks pretty gross and ephebophilia-esque. That's an interesting choice of word. That's a word. So
rolls right off the tongue.
Rolls right off the tongue. Is this real? Former President Trump posted this. Yeah, okay, we get it.
And he didn't really post it. He reshared something that someone else posted, right?
It.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know the technical lingo for your kids' school social medias. How are we supposed to verify this? This is a blurred photo of people standing around in a cropped location from a guy who apparently wasn't there.
It doesn't even look like Ron DeSantis.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Does he have a brother?
We were trying to decide whether to title the stream State of the Union Watch Party. I'm like, but it's not for an hour. It's like, well, I guess we'll go with Donald Trump accuses DeSantis of being a groomer. Look at this photo. Doesn't it break your heart? They used to be such good friends.
They used to be buddies.
Ephebophilia, by the way, is paraphilia characterized by sexual attraction to adolescents aged from 15 to 18. There's a word for it. Was that common, I guess, at some point. It looks like some Greek thing.
Crazy.
I just don't really get the outrage here because, this is Trump, right? This is who he is. He attacks the conservatives that we love. He's, for lack of a better word, a shitposter, and that's what people love him for. He's a fighter. So of course he's going to go after his competition, right? Who wouldn't?
Is that like a tactic? I mean, you don't have to reveal the secrecy of the campaigns, but would he be like, all right, this week we got to find somebody to go?
I mean, no, I don't think it's a traditional tactic in politics, right? You would never want your candidate to post something like this. But that's why Trump, I think, was able to be so successful because he's not your typical politician, right? He's able to kind of go outside of what the system has been doing for years and break out of it and be an outsider and a fighter. And that's why people like him, right? Because we talked about the price of eggs on this show. People are fired up and they want to see someone who's angry and taking punches.
But this isn't really like a strong punch from Trump, right? There's no corroborating evidence. It's like when he came out with the nickname Ron DeSanctimonious. It's not as good as lying Ted Cruz. You know what I mean? This is... I am totally neutral on this battle, but this is not his best attack at Ron DeSantis, especially for people who feel strongly about these issues, right? Like grooming teenage girls is not a small accusation. Right. And I know he didn't post it himself, but to be like, well, I don't know, here's a blurred photo that no one can corroborate. It's not the fierce, ferocious social media using Donald Trump that people fell in love with,